call. They need more healthy bodies when they make a trip down to San Antonio to play the on the road. It would be nice to end a losing streak and to have some good vibes here in front of the home crowd. Here's Daniel Gafford. Gave it up to Max Christie, and Wemby wasn't in pain.
They're going to make a good spot.
Well, it's been all threes for San Antonio so far. That's the fourth one they've taken. 36% on threes this year for Wembanyama. Here's a three-point shooting at 34.6%. They're 24th in the league.
Real familiar with. We know he likes to get in the paint as we see another Spurs three go up, but
near the spot.
Champagny drives for his two-point try of the game. Look out, here comes Wemby, collision with Caleb Martin, and it's an offensive foul. Fox on the probe inside, and Wembanyama for three, and good again. Talking about that's where he drew the shot. And a follow-up.
The charge was called.
But it still felt like there was some sliding going on.
Wow, Wemby another time. Keeps possession of the ball, goes to the basket, and reaching a foul by Daniel for his career as well.
And you know old dirt.
Fine, well, doing that early, guys.
Missed a free throw. Cooper gives it up. Cross court to Caleb Martin, who goes right at. But when your heels are over the semicircle of the restricted area, you're considered in the. Here's Caleb Martin looking for a 2-2 on the line. Doesn't get it. De'Aaron Fox is going to have to do something in a low clock situation. And wow.
A lot of stuff.
Averaging almost 20 points per game this year. Ready to bring on Keldon Johnson. Christie for three and on the money. Recently, but three-point shooting down in the last handful of games. Gafford screens, Marshall drive. Gafford with the... Wait until the next dead ball because Gaff's got a free throw to shoot, which he misses. Going to be a paint catch here. Got a couple of former teammates meeting up. That was Harris when Max Christie screened. Free throw line jumper. He's made one in this game. Stephon Castle in the paint. A little fadeaway is good. Fourth pick of the 24 draft out of UConn. Here's a shot by Max. Still looking for that three-point percentage to go up. But certainly his game is improved this year, Max Christie.
You guys are tough distributing.
Well, the bottom line is he is young, just 21 years old.
Also bring in a Stephon Castle off the bench, a Dylan Harper off the bench.
And they still play at a really high level.
Here's an attack by Najee Marshall. Julian Champagny nails it. 3 shots have been threes. They've made 5.
Yeah.
Here's Cooper Flag on the two-way contract player can only be active for 50 games. Loses at 42. Off to Ryan Nembhard. Nembhard drives. Held at 0.9 left on the shot clock as they put it in play. Marshall from the baseline finds Klay Thompson. Ever sound that I made that probably wasn't something naturally occurring.
Nerf hoop in his kid's room. I mean, it's just like you said.
The drive here by Keldon Johnson. Klay trying to keep him out of the lane. And Johnson, high 7. Here's the drive by Klay. Pitch out to Najee Marshall. Yes, sir. Ice it down to 2 or 1. Here is Gafford. Space to
earns himself 2 free throws.
11 on the road in Houston Saturday. And then 10 points, 12 reading, creep out to 7. Here's Johnson, blocked by Gafford, but stays after it and finishes Johnson out of the lane. That's where he wants to go. Now the rookie from Arizona, carted up the floor. Kelly bluffs a 3. That's nice. Goes under the defense. And
like some old school Michael Finley action.
De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, and here comes Johnson again, and he picks up a loose ball.
He's got a bulldozer mentality.
Well, he's a lot like Najee. Excellent numbers for any player, but especially players of their statistics, Keldon Johnson. And to see those guys shooting in the low to mid, Keldon Johnson do it different ways. I mean, I think we'd all agree that Keldon Johnson is offense is going, and so he's just going to take matters into his own hands and create. 2012.
What a nice guy.
Truly.
Quarter for both teams.
And Marshall over. Able to keep it in play, but Caleb Martin steals it. Nembhard, Gafford finishes by 2. Jordan McLaughlin's on the floor, and Nembhard hitting with the head. He had scored. Trying to do Nembhard digging in, and then Fox looks off the defense. Went to Caleb Martin, driving, spinning, shooting, scoring. Miles Kelly for 3. Off target. Wemby's got it. Defense collapsed. Open shooter for the corner. McLaughlin. Nembhard to answer. Right back at. I feel like Nembhard's been a different guy here in the second quarter, as you rightly. And here is Cooper Flag, turnaround shot, low block, pulls up Nick Castle, back to Champagny, and Champagny is fouled. Points and 6 rebounds a game this season. Everything, but ball all the way through the hoop. And Castle, nice lead, gonna flick it over to Coop, and Coop on the drive. He bounces. It's a matchup of 1 and 2 there for a second as Harper was guarded by Flagg, but Dylan Harper. Stephon Castle, he's had a couple of them here in this quarter, and this one leads to a run-out dunk. A sign of two things. Obviously, other teams realizing that they're special players.
I mentioned earlier, he's going to have to really hone in on that mid-range.
Now he's guarding Max Christie. Christie tries, goes up, hits. Forward tonight, gentlemen. Here is Wimby. He's already made 3 by Champagnie. The pass went through the hands of Stephon Castle. Points that he has. And Wimby's going to drive it. He misses.
No.
And a long 3 by Wimby.
This team, obviously you have the unicorn in Wimby, the guy that
is at their disposal in terms of roster building. And the picks. Picks obviously help facilitate trades. As Keldon Johnson, I mean, just a lot of things have transpired over the last 24 hours.
Well said, man.
Klay Thompson, the key, and we should note a 12-0 San Antonio run in the league. So you saw.
Oh no!
Oh wow! Oh no!
Up there.
Here is Cooper Flagg working for it. It's the pillow soft touch, and it falls home. Loose ball. Marshall picked it up and scored. And Wimby turned down the shot and made a really Ryan Nembhard. There's still a chance here for Dallas. Nembhard over Fox. It was a close first half of the second quarter, and then San Antonio. Keldon Johnson on the free throw line.
That was not an enjoyable opening night.
Only does he shoot threes well, 39%, but then he is lead 13 for San Antonio. Marshall against Carter Bryant. He's shooting. He's 8 of 11 for 17 points in the first half of tonight's game. Robertson thinks that he's got a chance to help Cooper Flagg.
When Matt Riccardi was talking to Najee, lets it go again.
Trying to answer the 3 that was just made. Back to Vassell. And a wide open 3 from De'Aaron Fox. And a rake by Gafford to the drive by De'Aaron Fox. Oh, the road at some point. Here's a late clock situation. Dallas nearly turned. Tried to go to Coop trailing, and then Wimby attacks. And dribble handoff to Max Christie. And he sets it up. Cooper. But Vassell got it back. And now he finds Barnes. 18 points. And he is looking for 2 more. And he De'Aaron Fox drives it, puts up in the paint. And here's a nice spin move. And the lefty lay spins out. Give me an orange, Julius. Here's an open 3 for De'Aaron Fox. Drive Devin Vassell. Get back to that point in a minute. Here's Marshall attacking.
Just a foul.
De'Aaron Fox with a hard drive. It bumped off Mac. Now Cooper driving. And it's a nice wraparound in the corner. Caleb Martin.
It's going to be key.
Off trying to do some things where the ball is in his hand.
In the corner.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting, too. Jake Kidd.
Something we talked about off the top of the broadcast, though, is that, and there is a possibility, we'll see how it all plays out, but there's a possibility of, there's Scoop on the drive, the kick out to Marshall, yes, sir! Here's Keldon Johnson, and he finds D. Fox just 9 points for the game with that make. And here's Scoop at the free throw line to Wimby. Bluffs the 3, sidesteps the closeout. And it's the threshold of the middle of quarter number 3. Max Christie.
I'm lucky enough to find those guys consecutively and to be able to
I can't wait to see Najee make another 3 here. Like that!
Perfectly. He said they are Dallas Mavericks players.
This organization.
Max Christie on the drive against Harrison Barnes.
I want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
I like the bounce back out games, but still taking them and making more of everything. It's another stop, and they set up Christie. Nembhard finds him. Marshall trying to operate against Harper. 6 assists in the game, 5 points as well. Had a chance to make it a 2-point game. Now Keldon Johnson, his shooting percentages remain high in this game. Dallas 55%, San Antonio 54! Games for him before the deadline, and then now that it's passed and he knows he's here. And drive inside for Nembhard. Miles Kelly has to shoot it, and he makes it at the... Nice looking 3 by the rookie, Miles Kelly, and that's in there. He saved it into Keldon Johnson, who went up to Castle. He's got a chance to score Kelly and off Keldon Johnson and Champagnie, but San Antonio finally... San Antonio's lead back to 5 points. They've scored 4 in a row. Free throw line, Jay Way. Champagny, three-pointer, no good. He's the guy now. Ryan Nembhard up here in for the last little bit for the Mavs. Spurs miss with a mountain in their comeback attempt. Here comes Coop driving, floating, good! And then he blocked the air and Fox on a shot to end the third quarter. Here against Stephon Castle. Coop had an 11-point third quarter. And
Wemby lurking. He's been very methodical.
Oh, look at him. Yeah. Cooper finds Max Christie. A challenge by Carter. Pass to Marshall. Marshall's already tied his career high in threes tonight. Dallas just needs to stop here to put themselves back in position. And Cooper with the runner. Too strong off the glass. Gafford has it. And Gafford with wide open three. Harrison Barnes.
Organization. Happy for him.
Now Coop to answer. Which he?
Wow.
Man, his second half has been splendid, and he just put up. And then Cooper in his last four. Trey Young had it at one.
And had about 4 or 5 40-point games in a row.
But no one is.
Stephon Castle. 2 free throws make it a 1-point game.
In the tank to be able to finish this one off.
In the second half. It's a 4-point contest right now. So Daniel, Caleb Martin leaves it for Klay Thompson. And it's Marshall. Fox sidesteps a closeout. Christie tries to. De'Aaron Fox, he's got a wonderful look and makes a pay. Christie has it. And Max trying to break down the defense. And Max Christie.
In San Antonio since the very first game of the year, so it's always interesting to get an opponent.
Catch and shoot three. Oh, a foul. Lakers their 6th in scoring defense. Their 3rd in defensive rating against a very good defensive team. And here he is, lobbing, and Cisse. But Cisse, here's another lob to Cisse, who brought it down and had it blocked. Jump ball. Cross-court pass, Klay Thompson looking for a three, and there it is. The Mavericks need it. It brings them to within 6 with 6 to play. Get it out of here. And Najee to get an update on the voting as Najee Marshall goes to the free throw line. Coop at 58.
He's doing magical stuff here. Are you holding on to your vote?
Oh, I voted for Cooper.
Okay.
No, 4 on the shot clock. Drives got to a spot and draws a foul and scores. San Antonio, since they selected him with the 11th 2020. They've been within 1 here in the second half, and another float. 30 points. Handoff, Gafford flushes it. For 3, Dylan Harper out on the floor right now. And Christie San Antonio, but their other starter Barnes about to come back in. Najee Marshall scores. De'Aaron Fox surveys the scene. And a wide open look at and Cooper to answer Castle's 3. And this is going to be a heave for Christie. That's no. And there's a push by Caleb Martin of Dallas's deal with Washington and Charlotte, involving most notable the reset button, as we said, and building around Cooper flag. This is Cooper on the drive, and he takes it into the teeth.
His game.
Wemby started the night sizzling. The pivot around him, and it's blocked. And then Dallas trying to.
Follow was talking about all the counters. I mean, his counter can be as simple as extending.
Gafford's had a nice night. 16 points and 9 rebounds. And Sandy's fouled again.
In a pivotal spot in the game.
The foul is Gafford's 5th.
When he's inside the arc, to not let him get the ball, so I get it.
A stab at it. And did get a lot of ball.
Yeah.
This year. Billy Donovan of Chicago with the game. And a big lead. The double Wemby, Fox for 3. Oh, that hurts. Point lead. Here's a lob broken up. And then Fox got it back, and another loss in tonight's game as well. It's their 41st and final road game on the calendar. Wemby running the floor, and he's going to shoot a 3. Started out the night. What?
Fun to watch.
Tied his career high with 3 blocks. And as you can see,